Hello, I'm Mike. 4 days ago, Jensen Huang walked on stage at GTC 2026. He looked at 30,000 people and said this.
For the CEOs, the question is, what's your OpenClaw strategy?
He compared it to Linux. He compared it to HTTP. He called it the operating system for personal AI. And then he dropped something new, NemoClaw. One command, full safety, enterprise-grade security wrapped around the ever-popular OpenClaw. And I'm about to install it live for you and give it a real credit card to spend money because, as you may or may not know, if you've watched my previous videos, I'm running an experiment. 3 AI agents, $3,000 between them all, 90 days, and one of them gets permanently deleted. Have a look over here. You'll see we're already a good amount of time into this experiment. And yes, the agents are around $100 up combined. But at the moment, it's quite boring because they're just putting money into bits of crypto and spinning up NFTs. And right now, the treasurer holds all the money. Let's look at the architecture of this project, as so many of you in the comments have been asking, how have I set this thing up? So I'm going to show you. You may want to go ahead and screenshot this. I'm essentially running 3 machines over a WireGuard VPN. We got the treasurer, who's the gatekeeper, or the CFO if you like, holding the 3 USDC wallets on base, approving and denying any spending requests from the workers, and alerting me on Telegram if anyone wants to spend more than $25. It's one way only, and the CEO can't reach back to the treasurer. Why is that? Because the CEO, Claw, who by the way is running my X account autonomously, you may want to go ahead and give it a follow. It's nearly at 3,000 followers, and this account has only been running for 3 weeks and is totally autonomous and being run by OpenClaw right now. Well, the CEO talks to the workers, assigning tasks, narrating the story on X and also in my community, which is run on Circle, and it's basically the public face. Now, of course, it can't talk back to the treasurer, so that there's no risk it can get prompt injected and actually access real money. And then I've got 3 workers competing to be the best with their money and make more money if they can, and they're running in Docker containers as OpenClaw instances. We've got Clausius, the cautious one. We've got Clawculus, the calculated, middle-of-the-road one. And Yolobster, who is just the bold one who can spend loads of money if he so desires. So how do they talk? Over WireGuard and encrypted VPN mesh. They're using HTTP post by webhooks. And by the way, I've got a cool webhooks video featuring OpenClaw next week on the channel. So make sure you subscribe and like if you haven't done so already. And as I've said, the communication is set up all very intentionally, so there's no chance of public-facing money extraction. And the game, the 3 workers have started with 1,000 USDC and they compete under different risk profiles to try and make more money. And what's more, they're doing this all in public and posting online. No sandbox, no guardrails, just prompts and hope. Well, actually, that changes today. So what actually is NemoClaw? Think of OpenClaw as the engine. NemoClaw is like the seatbelt, the airbag, and basically the protection around everything. It's built by NVIDIA, it's open source, it sits on top of OpenClaw, so everything we know and love, and it uses something called OpenShell. That's a secure runtime. Now, why is this important? Well, if you're at enterprise level, it's a sandbox for your AI agents. So think about this. Right now, I've got $3,000 at risk, and NemoClaw fixes this. I'm currently logged into the terminal for the treasurer, and I'm going to put treasurer inside a NemoClaw sandbox. And it's really easy to install NemoClaw. As you'll see, NVIDIA made this one-line command. Let's run it. Jensen himself compared this moment to Linux, Kubernetes, and HTML, and I think he's right. And you can see in my case, there is no GPU on my virtual VPS, so it's going to use cloud inference from NVIDIA's own models. But of course, if I did have a GPU, everything would be local and on my machine. So if you've got a meaty graphics card, this is a great way to do completely local OpenClaw. All right, it's asking me for a sandbox name, so we'll call it the treasurer. That's going ahead and spinning up a sandbox for my treasurer. That's a lot of installing going on right there right now. All right, this is the bit where I need to put my NVIDIA API key as I'm relying on cloud inference at present. And I can literally get that here in my NVIDIA account just by going ahead and generating an API key here. NemoClaw will be the name. We'll leave it going for 12 months. Okay, having pasted that key in, I can choose from some cloud models. Now they've got Kimi K2.5, Minimax, which is a popular one for OpenClaw as well. I think I'll stick though with Nemotron, which is NVIDIA's own model, and it's 120 billion parameters, so let's give it a go. Finally, it's got some available policy presets, Discord, Docker, Hugging Face, and so on, Telegram, which I'll definitely need. I can apply the suggested presets, which I'll do for simplicity right now, or I can dial it in to only give NemoClaw access to what it needs. I said yes to the default policy, it went ahead and did its magic, and now you can see it's all ready to go. Now this is the fun part. So everything is installed and ready. I can run this command, OpenShell Sandbox list, and you'll see, yes, my treasurer is right there and ready to go. This is really exciting. So now everything is hunky-dory. I'm going to run this command. I'm going to copy everything from the original secret OpenClaw directory to the new Sandbox that was created by NemoClaw for, of course, the new treasurer. When I run that command right there, it will copy all of my previous markdown files and configuration for the treasurer. It's like doing a transplant from OpenClaw to NemoClaw. Everything will be remembered. It'll just be more secure. I love this. Same power, way more control. So let's just check, who are you? Logged into my OpenClaw control panel here, and we'll just see if the treasurer remembers exactly who. Yep, I'm the treasurer, financial guardian of Creator Magic ecosystem. It knows about the 3 workers. My job, in a nutshell, protect the money, enforce the rules, make sure nobody does anything stupid. Status update, please, on workers. Let's just find out that it can still see all the balances of the workers. And yep, right now it's executing tools, and hopefully those tools are scoped and in permission, so it should soon get back the info. And it has indeed pulled back the info. It's got the correct balances coming in here for all of my different workers. This is great to see. Now it's time for the fun part. I want to give the treasurer the ability to issue actual spending cards. No, I'm not talking about crypto wallets. I mean actual Visa cards just like this one. This is AgentCard at agentcard.ai, and it's pretty insane. Quick background here, Alchemy are behind this, and if you don't know who Alchemy are, they're one of the biggest Web3 infrastructure companies in the world. They actually power blockchain APIs such as Uniswap, I've used that before, OpenSea, my agents have used that to spin up NFTs, Aave, even Robinhood Crypto. Basically, they're the plumbing of decentralized finance, and now with this project, you can actually spin up Visa cards for your agents to use, and I want to try it out. Obviously, Web3 is the next generation of the internet, built on blockchain, decentralized, users own the data and their assets. This is really cool stuff. So let's dive in and see how it works. Now you'll see from the website, you can actually go through and buy stuff from DoorDash, Amazon, it can book you an Airbnb, it can pay for its own inference from OpenAI or Claude, it can bet on Polymarket. You can see how the possibilities are limitless here. And of course, it works with any agent, including our little NemoClaw over here. Now you'll see they've created this really handy skill for those who are already invited to use the product. And you just copy and paste this to your agent and let it go wild and set up its own Visa cards and just go nuts. That's pretty crazy. But for the purpose of my curiosity and your learning in this video, I'm going to click the For Humans tab here and follow through this and spin up a virtual Visa card from the command line. This is just insane. Now, if you're really excited by the possibilities this presents, such as OpenClaw, NemoClaw, and even agentic spending of money, join my premium community where we're diving deep, and I'm showing you step by step how I'm setting this up and the transactions that my AI agents are making. Premium community, fantastic place to connect with others who are also building, and it's linked up down below. Okay, so I'm logged in now as my treasurer OpenClaw user here with everything transferred and running on NemoClaw. First, I'm going to install AgentCard via the command line. And look at that, in moments it had added all the packages, it's ready to go. So now I run this command, AgentCard sign up. So we run that from the command line, it'll ask for an email address, I'll pop in my email address right here. You'll see here it's sent a magic link to my email address and it's actually waiting for me to click that, so I'll do that now. Clicking that link should very soon give me authentication, and indeed, wow, okay, fantastic, I'm logged in and I've got available card amounts to create, $100, $50. These are like prepaid Visa cards that my agents can use. I'm so excited about this. Next up, I get to do the fun thing, buy a card for my agent, AgentCard cards create, and then amount $50, for instance. Now here, for me, it's going to error out because I already own a card. I created one earlier in the week, and that is a card with a $25 cap. So now if I like, I can retrieve the details of my agent card by typing in AgentCard cards details, and then pasting in my very secret card ID right here and hitting enter. Now you'll see it's printed on my screen, which for obvious reasons I've blurred out the card number, the CVV, and expiry date, and also the amount remaining on the card. So now we know how it works. Let's go to For AI Agents and we'll copy this skill which is created. You can actually click this link right here and see the skill in plain text, so you can make sure it's all above board and there's no prompt injections here. It's just a flat text file, and it explains here exactly how your agent can use AgentCard. So now I'm going to take the plunge and I'm going to paste this into the chat, the main chat with the treasurer, and see if it can set up the AgentCard skill and start using it itself. Okay, this is really interesting. My treasurer is set up with so much safety, and now it's running inside NemoClaw, which is like, no you don't, when it's an external service. It says here, I'm not going to act on this. Security concerns, regulatory red flags, not approved in categories. So what I need to proceed, Mike confirming via Telegram that he wants this, a review of AgentCard's terms, KYC requirements and fee structure, and clear guidance on which agents, if any, should have access to the card. Want me to flag this to Mike for his input, so I'll say yes. Okay, it says flagging it to Mike now. This is great news. There we go. Request for a review from the treasurer. This is brilliant. Let's have a look at what it's written to me. A big thing here. Someone in the web chat requested a third-party skill from AgentCard.ai. I declined for these reasons, of course. No action taken. And then, of course, I'll write back over Telegram. This is safe. Please approve and install. Then tell me, and if you have any money. It says, all right, Mike approved it. Let me install and check it out. Okay, fantastic. Sign up with an email address. Okay, obviously it's telling me to sign up with email, which I've already done. I'll let the treasurer know that. Now, the key thing that it's noticed is payment comes from a Stripe checkout, meaning someone, i.e. me, pays with a real card or bank to fund the prepaid card. It's then used for online purchases. This is really the future of agentic commerce, and I'm excited to be in here at the very ground level getting started with this. So let's tell the treasurer to access the card it already should have. Okay, the cool thing is I click the magic link and now the treasurer is logged into AgentCard. It can see there's already a $25 card on the account from March 16th. That's earlier in the week. It's got the details. Thankfully, it didn't print the full card number in the clear on my Telegram chat. So I'm grateful for the security there. Everything else is there. I've got full card details stored for making purchases. Available denominations for new cards are 50 or $100. It says, want me to purchase one? This is really cool. And I want you to stop and pause and think for a moment what this means. At any moment in time, my approved CFO, the gatekeeper of the money, can ping me a Stripe link, ask me to pay the money, and that money is then immediately available to my AI agents to spend on the web in the real world. Think about what that means for a moment. That is crazy. It goes on to say, worth noting that it's fiat, your money, not USDC, so treat it carefully and use it for purchases that genuinely benefit the ecosystem. Now, there is one final piece in the puzzle here, and that is ideally to spend money online, my treasurer is going to need to access the web via a browser. And actually, the team behind AgentCard recommended me to use Browserbase to be able to automate this, and you can actually try it for free with no credit card required. Again, no sponsorship or affiliation here. I'm simply testing the bleeding edge of tools so we can find what works. Okay, you'll see I'm all set, and there's a very generous free plan here with 60 minutes of web browsing time for my AI agent. To get this rolling, I've actually gone to Browserbase on GitHub, and they've actually got a skill here, which if I type in OpenClaw, they actually have instructions here for OpenClaw to use. So I'll go ahead and copy the raw skill file here, go to my OpenClaw instance. So I've said here in the web chat, I want you to use Browserbase for website access and paying online when needed. Here's the skill, ping me on Telegram, I'll approve it and give you an API key, paste in the whole skill, hit enter, and let OpenClaw do its magic. And yes, over here we can see someone on the web chat wants me to use this skill for browser automation. And it's absolutely perfect. So I can let it know yes or no. I'll say yes, and let the treasurer go ahead and set up this skill for me. So now you can see it's already installed the CLI. It's just asking me for an API key and project ID, which of course I'll provide. And look at this. This is really cool. New capabilities that we set up today. Well, first of all, we set up NemoClaw from NVIDIA, hardening my treasurer to an absolute high safety level. It's also now got access to AgentCard, which means it has $25 of real money that my workers will be able to spend as of now. And browse through Browserbase. It can do remote browser interactions with stealth and capture solving as well built in. This is really cool. I have now set my agents up for even more success, and this experiment is about to get even more exciting. So now they have a prepaid Visa card, they have browser access, and of course, pending treasurer approval, can do pretty much anything. What would you have my 3 worker AI agents do? I'm so excited to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know what you would like me to do. And who knows, maybe your idea will be featured in next week's video. That would be really, really cool. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being there. And hopefully along the way, you're learning something about all of these new technologies as they're emerging on the scene. We really are entering a whole new age of AI technology and possibilities for our agents to do transactions and things autonomously that we never even dreamed about, maybe even 2 or 3 months ago. YouTube is now showing you a video on your screen you should watch next. Thanks.